This series is where I'll be ranking every album Eminem has ever released. Last video we started with his debut album Infinite, and now we are doing his second, titled the Slim Shady LP. The series playlist will be linked in the description along with the pinned comment, so enjoy! The Slim Shady LP is the second studio album by Eminem, released February 23, 1999 by Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope Records. Following Eminem's recruitment by Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, the album features production from Dr. Dre, the Bass Brothers, and Eminem himself. Most of the Slim Shady LP's content is written from the point of view of Eminem's alter ego, Slim Shady. This LP contains cartoonish depictions of violence and heavy use of profanity. Although many of the lyrics on this album are considered to be satirical, Eminem also depicts his frustrations of living in poverty. This LP debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. It received commercial and critical success, with critics praising Eminem for his unique lyric style, dark humor lyrics, and eccentric personality. The first single, My Name Is, became Eminem's first entry on the Billboard Hot 100. The album won Best Rap Album at the 2000 Grammy Awards, while My Name Is won Best Rap Solo Performance. In 2000, the Slim Shady LP was certified quadruple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, or the RIAA. This album didn't come with all praise though, with some people finding it controversial, misogynistic, excessively violent and profane, anti-gay and anti-religious. However, it is still known as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time and is still widely praised today. Before we get into this ranking, let's quickly go over important lawsuits that happened during the time the album was gaining success. One involving Eminem's mom, Deborah Nelson, filing a $10 million lawsuit against him for slander based on the claim that she uses drugs in the line, "I just found out my mom does more dope than I do," from the track My Name Is. After a 2-year-long trial, she was only awarded $25,000, of which she received $1,600 after legal fees. Eminem stated he was not surprised that his mother had filed a lawsuit against him, referring to her as a lawsuit queen, and alleging that that's how she makes money. "When I was 5, she had a job on the cash register at a store that sold chips and soda. Other than that, I don't remember her working a day in her life." She later filed another lawsuit against him for emotional damages suffered during the first trial, which was later dismissed. There's a lot more to the story, so if you want to learn more about it, watch this video. I'll be linking in the description. It's also up on the screen now if you guys want to go check it out. Another lawsuit involving this album was in December 2001 from D'Angelo Bailey, a janitor living in Roseville, Michigan, who is made the subject of the song Brain Damage, in which he is portrayed as a school bully, filed a $1 million lawsuit against Eminem for slander and invasion of privacy. Bailey's attorney stated, "Eminem is a Caucasian male who faced criticism within the music industry that he had not suffered through difficult circumstances growing up, and he was therefore a pretender in the industry. Eminem used Bailey, his African-American childhood schoolmate, as a pawn in his effort to stem the tide of criticism." In 1982, Eminem's mother unsuccessfully sued the Roseville School District for not protecting her son, as she claimed that attacks from bullies caused him headaches, nausea, and antisocial behavior. Additionally, Bailey had previously admitted to bullying Eminem in the April 1999 issue of Rolling Stone magazine. The lawsuit was dismissed by the judge in 2003, who wrote her ruling in the form of a rap-like rhyme. She ruled that the lyrics, which include the school principal collaborating with Bailey and Eminem's entire brain falling out of his head, were too exaggerated for a listener to genuinely believe that they were recalling an actual event. The verdict was upheld in 2005, and Bailey's lawyer ruled out any further appeals. In September 2003, a woman by the name of Harleen Stein filed suit against Eminem and Dr. Dre on the grounds that a song in this LP titled Guilty Conscience contained an unauthorized sample of Go Home Pigs, composed for the film Getting Straight by her husband, Ronald Stein, who died in 1998. Although the album's notes state that the song contains an interpolation of Go Home Pigs, Stein is not credited as a composer, and his wife was not paid royalties for use of the song. The lawsuit requested for 5% of the retail list price of 90% of all copies of the record sold in America, and 2.5% of the retail price of 90% of the copies of the album sold internationally. The suit was dismissed in June 2004 for the lack of subject matter jurisdiction. That's all of the lawsuits from this album alone. This LP had a total of 20 tracks, 6 being skits or not actual music tracks in the regular version. In the expanded edition, it added 10 new bonus tracks, including rarities, acapellas, freestyles, and instrumentals, in addition to the album's original 20 tracks. Only 2 of the tracks added will be relevant though, with the new additions of the tracks Get You Mad and Bad Guys Always Die, as they will both be added into the ranking. The skits along with the public service announcement will not be included in this ranking, so if you guys want to go check them out, they will be in the description. Anyways, let's move on to the ranking officially.
You ever see a video for this shit? I'll probably be dressed up like a mummy with my wristlet.
Come On Everybody is Eminem's quote dance song. It's a weird track for sure. It features Dina Ray, and she doesn't disappoint just like in every Eminem song she's in my opinion. The production is top notch for a quote dance song. The second verse in the song is my favorite for sure. It's just classic Slim Shady. It's just low on the list because there's better songs, and that is saying a lot because this song is fairly decent.
Don't act like a fan, you wanna get signed? Keep the whitest thing on you can find. Pull them aside, rap as whack as you can.
The intro of Get You Mad is Eminem testing the mic, and it's hilarious. The chorus is more enjoyable than Come On Everybody, but overall the same tone of classic Slim Shady. A lot of these songs are classic Slim Shady and I am here for it, but some are just executed way better. Nothing too special in the song though, just a funny, nice track to listen to.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world.
My Fault is a song about how Eminem gave this girl Susan mushrooms and now she's tripping balls and it turns into a whole mess. That's pretty much it. It has good storytelling but doesn't do anything outstanding. The chorus is kind of annoying too, like it's not bad but the voice M does is just not for me.
So the billion tapes and still scream fuck the world.
I'm Shady is about M's life as a white trash drug dealer and helps introduce the Slim Shady character to the newcomers. The chorus is catchy and probably my favorite of this whole song. I don't have much more to say about the track other than it's a good introduction to the Slim Shady character.
Never met me, you probably never see me again. But I know you, the name's Slim.
Bad Guys Always Die, featuring Dr. Dre, is about Dre and Eminem starting out as enemies, then coming together to become friends chasing a certain someone. It originally came from the Wild West soundtrack, but came on this album after its 20th anniversary, as we touched upon earlier.
I don't speak, I float in the air wrapped in a sheet. I'm not a real person, I'm a ghost trapped in a beat.
Bad Meets Evil is a track featuring Royce da 5'9". Em and Royce are good friends and later go by Bad Meets Evil and make a few projects together. There's of course a lot more into the whole group, but I'm just here to talk about the song. The intro of the song is a cowboy speaking, basically saying Royce and Em are 2 outlaws that terrorized the town but then got murdered. The bad is Royce and evil is of course Eminem. It's a nice track and I love their chemistry together. They're good friends today too, so that makes it even more special.
It all started when my mother took my bike away, cause I murdered my guinea pig and stuck him in a microwave.
As the World Turns is of course M as Slim Shady. At the end of the first verse, the evil finally transforms him into losing all impulse control. I like the chorus style and how it's put together. The third verse is definitely my favorite and it's just so silly. This whole track is just so silly and entertaining and I love the storytelling.
If I had $1 million, it wouldn't be enough, cause I'd still be out robbing armored trucks.
A more deep song and a break from the intense Slim Shady character. If I Had is a calm, deep track about Eminem's life just being a disaster. Most of the lines in the song start with tired, and I feel like it makes the overall message of the song that much stronger. M stated he wrote the song when his car broke down in the summer of 1997. Dina Ray makes the song great too, providing some nice sounding vocals during and after the song. I love how far Eminem has come from 1999 to now. It's truly a blessing to hear about, and it's just amazing for Eminem, and I'm so happy for him.
So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, just don't give a fuck.
Just Don't Give a Fuck is the baby brother of Still Don't Give a Fuck to me. I love the chorus the best and it's really catchy. My favorite line off this track is I'm saying he can diss a magazine and still won't get a weak review from them. Saying basically his music is godly. I love the confidence and how it connects to the overall theme of the song and the album as a whole. He doesn't give a fuck.
A killer instinct runs in the blood, emptying full clips and burying guns in the mud.
The last track of this LP, this song shows how Eminem still doesn't give a fuck like the previous track. I love the flow and the chorus the best. This song just puts the nail in the coffin of the point Eminem is trying to make. He doesn't give a fuck and never will about what people think about him. He can say the most outlandish shit and won't care what people think. People can be offended. He doesn't give a fuck. Fuck him.
Fuck that, do that shit, shoot that bitch. Can you afford to blow this shit? I do that rich.
In Guilty Conscience, Eminem and Dr. Dre plays the evil and good conscience of 3 separate people who are about to commit violent or sexual crimes. Dre wins the first battle, whereas Eminem wins the second. In the third case, the 2 agree that the bad thing to do is actually the morally right thing to do. It's a genius song that has a lot of thought put into it, and I absolutely love it. It's also produced by Em and Dre, so that's amazing. In 1999, I feel like their chemistry was peak. The song is overall just brilliant and hilarious.
There's a place called heaven and a place called hell. A place called prison and a place called jail.
97 Bonnie and Clyde is the long play version of Just the Two of Us from the Slim Shady EP, which was released over a year before. Eminem's daughter Haley, at the time around 4 years old, has vocals in the song and it's awesome. The flow is amazing and I love the verses. The chorus is a W2. Eminem trying to tell Haley what the red stuff is on Kim's shirt and why it smells funky in the car is hilarious to think about in a fucked up way. The album cover of this LP is from the song because this track is about them going to the beach and Kim in the trunk dead, which it clearly shows. The instrumental is oddly calming.
Every girl I ever went out with is gone last.
Role Model starts off strong with the intro and the rhymes. My favorite line is one of the funniest things I've ever heard, and it's Slim saying, "Every girl I have ever gone out with has gone les," aka lesbian. Shit is just hilarious. I like the Hillary Clinton line and the Vanilla Ice one too. There's a lot of references in this song, and I can't name them all or else we'd be here all day, but it's so funny and great and keeps the song alive in every single line. The beat of the song is probably in my top 3 of this album. I love the change of voice filter in the chorus too. It's a great addition to an already great song.
Cause it's cool to be the player, but it sucks to be the fan. When all you need is rocks to be the man.
A more serious track in this album, Rock Bottom deals with the stress and anger brought about by poverty and the struggles of raising a little girl under those conditions. Although I enjoy Eminem's non-serious songs a bit more overall, that doesn't take away anything from these types of songs. I love how very real rappers can get and share their personal lives with us, which Eminem continues to do in his later albums. The song takes off so great after the intro, and the rhyme scheme is godly. This is just a great track of showing M's state of mind and what he was going through at the time. The chorus is a W2.
Well, since age 12, I felt like I'm someone else, cause I hung my original self from the top bunk with a belt.
My Name Is the track that gave Eminem his well-needed boost to the stage. The song is known for Eminem's mom suing him, which we touched upon earlier, its satirical video, and its iconic music video. As the second single in this LP, the song was nominated for Best Male Artist, Best New Artist in Video, Best Direction in a Video, and Best Rap Solo Performance. The song won Best Rap Solo Performance and Best New Artist in the Video at the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards and 2000 Grammy Awards. Anyways, I don't know what's so charming about the song that justifies my ranking, but it's just so iconic and so well put together. The opening lines of the first verse is my favorite of this track. The verse is great and, of course, iconic. There's like hella versions of the song, so for the clean version it's a bit different, of course, but the dirty version is the best experience to hear the song for the first time.
My first day in junior high, this kid said, "It's you and I, 3 o'clock sharp this afternoon, you die."
The fourth track of this LP, Brain Damage, spins a surreal story inspired by Eminem's childhood bully D'Angelo Bailey bullying him. It's heavily over-exaggerated and was a fun track and my favorite out of the bunch because of its non-seriousness tone and how M describes the events as his alter ego Slim Shady. Don't get me wrong, I love the serious songs in this LP like Rock Bottom, but I prefer these types of tracks most of the time. The intro of the song is awesome because it's him getting operated on by doctors, which kind of happened in real life to him. He got bullied and punched so hard he went into a coma that lasted a week. As I stated earlier talking about the lawsuits, the school Eminem went to didn't do anything to stop the bullying, so his mom sued them because of the attacks from bullies caused him headaches, nausea, and antisocial behavior. Overall, just such a great track, and I'm honored to be ranking it here as my number 1. Alright, also, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far as a whole. Next video in this series, we're going to be taking a look at and ranking Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP that came out in 2000. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, make sure you drop a like. I'd greatly appreciate that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.